Hey everyone, Erin here, and I have Megan with me. Here she is.
Hello.
We don't match today, although we're sort of
No.
opposite. Purple,
A little bit, kind of.
We are here today to do a yoga stretch. This is going to be calm. There'll be some stretches that might challenge you, but we're not flowing quickly. We're not going to work our heart rate up. We're just going to get some good deep stretches. And Pat is supposed to join us, but he's with the baby right now, so I don't know. Maybe he'll come and maybe he won't. So you won't see him anyway. He'll be off camera, but he might sneak in at some point. We'll see. If you hear a door, then you know. All right, so why don't we start in mountain? Feet are hip distance apart. Core is engaged. Roll the shoulders back. Take some nice deep breaths. Close your eyes. Think about why you came to this stretch class today. Maybe you're tight from another workout. Maybe you're just tired from this week and this weekend. Maybe you just need a good stretch to feel good again and bring some energy in. Whatever the reason, set your intention for the next 30 minutes. Anything else that's in your head, put it on the side of your mat. Focus just on you and your body over this next 30 minutes. Breathing deeply. If you consistently cultivate generosity and loving kindness to all, you'll make lots of friends, many will love you, and you will feel relaxed and peaceful. Open your eyes, and we'll start with warming up the neck. So we'll bring your right ear to your shoulder. And your left ear to your shoulder. And then chin to your chest. And look up. Breathing deeply the whole time. Right ear to your shoulder. Left ear to your shoulder. Chin to your chest. And look up. Bring your head back to neutral. And we'll put our palms together above our head. And stretch to the right. Stretch to the left. Continue. Flowing with your breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time. And bring the arms down. We'll roll the shoulders back, loosening them up. and then roll them forward. Always a little bit more awkward of a movement, but it's good for you. Awesome. Now we're going to do eagle arms to stretch out those shoulders, and I'll show you a modification as well. So eagle arms, you put your arms out. Right arm comes across the left. You twist them around and bring your hands together and pull down so it separates your shoulder blades, okay? If you can't quite get your arms around each other, that's okay. Just take that right arm, hold it on the upper arm with your left, and press. And that opens up the shoulder blade just the same. Breathing deeply. Untwisting the arms, opening them back out, and now taking the left over the right, twisting around, pulling down, or taking the left arm across your chest, grabbing the upper arm and pressing. And breathing. Opening the arms, bringing the hands down. Next, we're going to come into a forward fold and then a ragdoll. So we'll sweep the arms up, hinging from the hips, making the feet hip distance apart, hinging from the hips, coming down, placing your hands on the floor if they reach. If they don't, that's okay. Hanging out here for a minute to warm up the back of the legs. And then taking your hands and grabbing your elbows, letting your head drop. This is ragdoll. Rolling up the spine nice and slowly. Coming into another forward fold, we're going to place our hands under our feet and pull up to open those shoulders. Sweeping the arms up, hinging from the hips, folding forward. When you get down there, place your hands under your feet, if you can reach. And then pull up on the feet and you will feel your shoulder blades open. This is called hand to foot forward fold. It's okay to have a little bend in the knee. We never want to lock out the joints, and if you have a bigger bend in your knee because you can't quite reach, that's okay. If you're like this and your knees are bent, you can still pull up on those feet and get that nice shoulder stretch. I'll show you what that looks like sideways with bent knees. See, my knees are pretty bent here, but that's okay. And then release the hands from the feet. Roll up the spine nicely. Feeling good. All right, we're going to open our legs wide. We're going to come down for a wide leg forward fold, okay? So we're just going to slowly roll the spine down. Place your hands on the floor if you're able. You can scoot the feet out a little bit more. That'll get you closer. And release the head, the neck, the spine. If you can, grab your ankles. If not, leave your hands right in front of you. Breathing deeply. Placing your hands back in the center and slowly rolling your spine back up. Bringing your feet together. Next, we're going into a pyramid stretch. And if you have a block, this is a good one that you can use the block for, but you don't need it. So if you don't have one, that's okay. You are going to take your left foot forward and your right foot back, almost in a straight line. Straight legs, but with soft knees. You're gonna hinge forward over that front leg as far as you can. If your hands touch the floor, that's great. If they don't, that's okay. And here's where the block comes in handy. You can always lean on your block. And blocks are great. They have different levels. I like to show different ways to use blocks. Some people have them and they don't know what to do with them. This is called pyramid. You can let your head go here. Feel a nice stretch through your spine and your legs. And then step that back leg in, roll the spine up. And we'll do the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back, feet are in a straight line. And then hinge from the hips, straight back, come down as far as you can. See if your hands can reach the floor or use your block. Legs are straight but with soft knees. If you have a little bend, that's okay. Breathing deeply. Stepping the back foot forward, rolling up the spine. Next, we're going to take our right leg, step it out to the side. Left leg is going to point towards the side of our mat, and we're going to bend that leg, almost like warrior two. Except we're going to take our left arm and place it on our thigh. And bring the right arm across for side angle. We want a nice long spine here. A nice straight line from your right leg all the way through your spine to your right fingertips. Engaging your core, breathing deeply. And then bringing that right arm down, coming up, shifting your feet. So now your right toes are pointing off the mat, your left toes are parallel to the side of the mat, and we're bending that right leg. Right arm comes onto the side, left arm comes over next to your ear, nice straight line. Bringing the arm down, stepping the feet together. Next, we're going to go from a high lunge to a low lunge to swan or pigeon, depending on which you prefer to call it. So I will talk you through it. I'm going to step back with my left foot and we'll start in high lunge. Arms come up. Take a few deep breaths here. Engage the core muscles. Now drop that left leg onto your knee and press forward, stretching out those hip flexors. Low lunge. Bring the arms down to the mat and take the right foot, lay it across the mat, and come into swan. And I'll turn so you can see what that looks like. Hands in front of you. If you prefer sleeping swan, you can drop down. Rolling to your right hip, side of your bent leg, and bringing your left leg around. You're going to stand up and do it on the other side. So stepping your right leg back for high lunge. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Dropping the right knee, coming into low lunge, and pressing forward to stretch out those hip flexors. And bringing your hands to the mat, taking that left leg, bringing it across, and sliding the right leg back. Staying up like this, or letting your chest fall into a sleeping swan. Rolling to the left side of your bent leg, bringing the other leg around, coming onto your knees, and sinking back into child's pose. Pulling forward onto your belly. And then lifting your chest for cobra. Trying to keep your shoulders down and back. Pushing back into child's pose to counter that. And laying on your belly again, we're going to come into bow or half bow. I'll demonstrate both, and this is a good position that you can use a strap with too. So this is bow, both legs lifting the knees. Half bow, you bring one arm across your chest like this, and lift like this. And if you're using a strap to get that knee up, it will look like this. So whichever way is comfortable for you. If you're in half, you can switch to the other half now. And relax. Press back into child's pose. Come on up into a seated position. Bringing the soles of your feet together. You can pull those feet as close to your body as is comfortable. If you have any hip difficulties, then keep them further away from your body. We're going to press into the legs with the elbows, keeping a nice straight back and just hinging forward. And round the back, let the neck go. Come over your feet with your head. Come on back up. Next, you're going to open up your legs for a wide leg seated forward fold or dragonfly. So open up your legs. Toes are up. Not necessarily flexed, but up. And then we're going to come forward with a straight back. Maybe inching down a little bit more as we get deeper into the stretch. Leaving the spine straight at this point. And come on back up. This one is called revolved head to knee. I'm going to demonstrate it and then I'll show you a modification for it. So you're going to take your left hand, grab your left toe and plant your elbow on the floor if you can get it there. Your right hand comes all the way over. If this is difficult, then take your left hand, grab your toe, and leave this arm up in the air or as far over as you can get it. And don't worry about putting that elbow on the floor. And you'll see that on my other side. I can't get my right elbow on the floor. My left side is much more flexible than my right. That's pretty normal. We'll come back up. Sitting nice and tall. Now we'll take that right hand, grab the big toe. If you can get your elbow down on the floor, go ahead and do it. If not, just grab that big toe and bring that left arm over as far as you can. And if it needs to be up in the air, that's fine. Come back to center, sitting up nice and tall, bringing the legs together bending the knees. Now we're going to come into child's pose. Then take your left arm, spread it through and under your right arm until you're kind of laying on that left shoulder. This is called thread the needle. Bring that left arm out. Now take your right arm, thread it through, lay down onto that shoulder. And bring that right arm back. Now we're going to shift and sit down and come lay down. Grab a strap if you have one. You're going to take your strap. If you have a loopy strap like mine, you're just going to put your foot in it. If you don't have a loopy strap, it's a belt, then just put it around your foot like that, okay? So your leg is going to come high. Either leg is fine. And your other leg is out straight. We're getting a nice stretch here in the hamstrings. We're going to open up the hip if it feels good. Using the strap. Coming back to center at the top. Now switching hands, putting the strap in your opposite hand. So if it's your right foot, hold the strap with your left hand and come across your body for a little spinal stretch, keeping both shoulders on the floor and looking over your opposite shoulder. Coming back to center, bending the leg, taking the strap off and extending that leg out, and then switching. So now I'm on my left foot. Left foot is straight and up. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of the leg. Holding the strap with my left hand and opening up my hip. Bringing it back to center, and then switching to your right hand and coming across your body for a spinal stretch. Looking over the left shoulder here. Coming back to center. Taking the foot out. And bringing the soles of the feet together, but still laying down. This reclined bound angle. Hands can be on your belly or above you or in goalposts, whatever is comfortable. Maybe closing your eyes here. Breathing deeply. Thinking about the good stretch that you just did for your body. Pray for others to receive what they need most at this time, and do so for yourself as well. Bringing awareness back to your space, opening your eyes, rolling to your right side, and supporting yourself into a seated position. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga Stretch. Namaste. Check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Valley Yoga to check out the schedule for this coming week. See you soon. Bye.